Hi everyone and welcome to our weekly reading. So we're going to find out what messages we need to hear for this week ahead. My name is Emily for those of you who are new, and for my regular viewers, welcome back. So let's find out. Oh, and before I begin, I want to let you guys know that I am still doing my donation video readings. So if you head to my website, sacredspacereadings.co.uk, you can, choose what you donate and I will do a video reading in exchange. So let's see. We have the Knight of Cups. So the overall energy this week, it feels gentle. It feels like we are gently moving through things this week. We are really connected to our intuition, and it seems like I just keep getting like there's a good judgment call being made this week, some kind of decision which maybe feels like, okay, this has needed to be made for quite some time. I feel a lot of positivity this week. There could be some important messages coming through this week. That Knight of Cups, I do feel like, there's going to be outside influences and other people who are playing a really big role in our lives this week. But you're about to overcome something. I feel there's been like a minor inconvenience here, and you're about to overcome that. If you do find yourself facing a bit of a challenge, or you have done recently, then your intuition is going to be your tool here. This is how you are going to figure out what to do next, or what the best kind of next steps are, really. Let's get some cards on the table and then we will see what we need to hear. It's not a fast moving week. I do want to say, guys, I feel we need to approach this week gently. We need to approach this week connected to our heart. We need to approach this week just being very mindful. It seems like mindfulness is going to go a long way this week. Maybe it's going to help you stay calm. Maybe it's just going to help you figure out what you want to do next, where your kind of passions lie. But yeah, a gentle, mindful, slow approach this week will go a long way. So we have the Page of Pentacles. I just feel like entrepreneurship. I feel business, career success, new beginnings there, turning ideas into some kind of tangible result. So you're ready to take the next steps, especially when we are looking at finances, when we're looking at career. It seems like intuitively, you know really well what you need to do next. And you're absolutely ready to do that. You're ready to take the next step. The Page of Pentacles tells me you may be thinking of a new business idea. You may be looking at your finances. You might be thinking of like a career change or exploring a new career opportunity. But there's a lot of success with that this week. That Knight of Cups with the Page of Pentacles is guiding you to think about money and work and anything which is material world related. It seems like that's where you're going to see the most progress and movement this week. So it's really exciting. It feels like you've got an amazing idea here. You're holding this pentacle and you're ready to start this journey. You're ready to to start planning what's next, where you're going to go, how you're going to invest, what your next career move is, maybe what your next purchase is. It feels like I just feel like you are so connected this week and really guided, and you have so much faith in how things are meant to unfold this week. So let's see who around us is going to have an impact this week. 7 of Pentacles. So I feel there is someone here who is going to help us maybe figure out the best approach. There's a person who maybe wants to plan and prepare. With that 7 of Pentacles, it seems like you have been taking on quite a lot on your own, but I feel that someone here is going to be helping, like take a little bit of weight off the load. That 7 of Pentacles, it feels like this is someone who you can rely on, someone who is going to be very patient with you. So yeah, just... do you know what? This person works hard as well. I feel like this person works long hours. They're prepared to put the effort in. They're prepared to invest here. So whatever kind of nature of connection this is, whether it's, romantic or friendship or family, colleague perhaps, feels like this person is someone you can rely on. This is someone who is here long term with that Seven of Pentacles. They want to invest in this too. So you've got like a real support around you this week. You know, this person is someone who is kind of sharing your vision, who maybe wants to achieve some similar things to you, and it feels like a really harmonious connection. So let's clarify that Seven of Pentacles. See if we can get a little bit more information about who this person may be. Six of Wands. So yeah, this is someone who really sees you, who really sees what you are trying to achieve. This is someone who wants to be part of the success, who recognizes you, appreciates you. With that Six of Wands, it really feels like this person is someone who, like, I don't know if they've seen something that you've done or they've heard something like really good about you, but it feels like they're a big admirer. I feel this is someone who is really impressed and wants to impress you, wants you to take them seriously. I think they are planning on explaining to you like where they see this going, how they can support you best. I think this person really is here for the long term. And like I said, they're seeing what you are achieving, and it feels like this week they want to help you. They want to give you support. Maybe they want to do something behind the scenes so that you can ride forwards and be in the spotlight a little bit. So this person might be saying, look, you go do your thing. I'm going to help clean the house, or I'm going to do some of the boring admin work. It just feels like you've got someone who's ready to kind of get their hands dirty a little bit and allow you to really step into the spotlight this week. So what can we expect to see this week, Spirit? The Lovers, this week is all about choices and relationships. Maybe combining the two. But yeah, this week it feels like we are in a place now where decisions need to be made, where maybe we have multiple paths opening up and we have to be very careful about what we choose next, making sure that we are choosing from a place of alignment, not from a place of fear or attachment. So this week is really calling you to kind of step up and maybe take responsibility for what your choices are right now. If you felt at a crossroads a little bit, it seems like this week a decision really does need to be made. Try not to be stagnant this week. It's okay to plan and prepare. Not saying you have to rush into action at all, but just try to avoid complacency or indecision. It's a really good week to kind of just brainstorm and work out the pros and cons of different situations, and kind of weigh everything up carefully so that you can make the best decision for you. The Lovers is telling us as well that this week relationships are important. There could be something significant. There could be something significant happening romantically, so we might get some more info on that in the extended later on. But this week we're definitely seeing an improvement. I really feel that because there's two sixes here, and to me sixes is like your positive thoughts are really going to have an influence. So this week it's so important that your thoughts are aligned with what you want to achieve and want to attract, and you're not getting caught up in negative thinking or letting yourself spiral. If you do have like a bit of a doubt or a fear, kind of working through it and getting yourself back to a place of trust and confidence, just so that doesn't spiral out of control. Your guides are really coming through quite strongly this week. I think you're going to see a lot of signs and synchronicities similar to last week. I do feel like there's going to be lots of kind of messages coming through from Spirit, whether that's through your dreams or whether it's just as you go about your day, you start to see lots of kind of numbers or signs, listening to songs and stuff. But it feels like, the guidance is heavy this week, and you are being encouraged to kind of tap into it and pay attention to it. So let's see, what can we expect? The Hanged Man. Someone here is taking some time out to make a decision. So this week, I feel like we're going to see things differently with the Hanged Man. I feel like there's going to be a different perspective on a relationship or on a choice. We are going to see things from a much more enlightened space. someone connected to us might see things from a more enlightened space as well, if it's more like someone connected to you who's making a decision. But this week with that Hanged Man, I feel like it's important to move slowly this week and be very intentional. Don't be afraid to take time out. But I do think there could be a tendency to stagnate this week, and Spirit is guiding against that. Spirit is encouraging like slow, gentle, heart-centered movement. Definitely take your time, but try not to overthink things. Try not to get stuck in your head this week, because that might very well block you from making a decision, or it might block a relationship from making progress. So we're going to go into the extended now, guys, and see what we need to hear. I'm going to look at love specifically. I'm going to look into career and finances, those 3 areas. So if this is resonating so far, check out the extended on sacredspace.co.uk. Head to the spirit section and you can just watch this video, or you can sign up and get access to all the content on there. And we do have some exciting new content launching soon as well. So I'll be talking about that in a future video. But thanks for watching today, guys. If it resonated, then let me know. And I'll see you over there for the extended now.